everybody! Oh, wait, I forgot to launch Discord. And there we have YouTube. Waiting for it's waiting a few seconds, and there it is. Hi, everybody! Oh, delay's not that bad. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. In the middle of Shadowbringers. Also, is Foogie down? There we go. The Discord is connected. Now, I need to go ahead and do a little something on my content scene. Because as you can see, there's two. There we go. My blur is now working properly. The blur is working properly again. Next. I once again have a bag of carrots as a snack. Thancred. It pains me to think that men with such pure intent are being made to serve Asian ends. However directly, but they're right. The people need heroes. And now, Urian J, pray regale us with what's to do next. Beneath the surface, thus reminded of the urgency of your investigation, Urian J would press on. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. Aye, and I doubt further contemplation of Elizabeth's machinations will be conducive to relaxation. May as well make for the split hole now. To right. There. The way into the Tempest is with boat. Or at least that's the normal way into the Tempest. What we are about to do is something else. A lot of optional dialogue. Reen? You arrived rather early. Are you certain you did as you were told? We rested, didn't we, Kinesi? What's keeping Bismarck? Surely it doesn't take this long to shake off a few loose stones. How much of a respite did you actually enjoy? Half a moment's? And a good night's rest, I went over to Gridania again. Perhaps we ought to have clarified what Bismarck meant by a short while. To his mind, our whole lives might be as the blink of an eye. All are present. Now we need but await Bismarck's coming. Please no. He's whale. 'Tis time. Pray make ready. Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Oh yeah,
My turn.
they toned it down a little. This old one was way more intense, like, my turn!
My strength is yours.
Let's give it our all.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Victory will be ours. Here we go. Victory will be ours.
I often know my one to learn, but these two probably know these books, would have a better clue. Let's go. Register for duty. Whose turn is it?
My turn.
Anamnesis Anita. Wait a minute, what's this? To the depths! These are poor neighbors indeed. Ignore it. Ignore it. Thancred, whose turn is it? My turn. Once again, missed the button press. I'm moving these up one slot here because the time must come to part with these interlopers. Yes. Good. My turn. Tiresome creatures. Rock hard. Again, a miss. I'm gonna move this one up to the second bar. In fact, I should honestly move my mitts up to bar number 2 if I don't use them anyway. Whoa, big boy.
Keep your guard up.
Uh-oh.
Going to leave a mark.
I shall protect thee.
Stack, stack, stack. Shit.
Going to leave a mark.
Why is there a second of these things?
Gloves are off. I will not hold back.
Off the beam. Guys? Hurry on, Jay!
This is going to leave a mark.
Keep your guard up.
What sort of monstrosity? What twisted mind makes monstrosities like this? One shudders to imagine what inhuman thoughts lie behind that mask. What dreams of chronic and sustained cruelty. And number 9.
I shall protect thee.
Everybody to me!
Away with you.
I am going to have to use my deal 1 damage button. Ah, scouting. There we go. Oh, that's the way up. There we go. And down. The need a clear lid.
My time has not yet come.
That's one. Is the big enemy down? Look, I'm a zoner, not a grappler. Just kidding.
All that I have and more, I bring
Well,
to
too
bear.
bad. Oh, I love the music. Come on, Fankrit, draw aggro. I give them puddle. Boo hiss. welcome. $2,000 swing. Ow.
This is going to leave a mark.
Down. The swipe is directional. The one in... Okay, let me just... Oh. Rianjay, if you would please.
I shall protect.
Bad news, I have evolved. I got Hammer Man.
I will not hold back.
Nope, that was a hit. Final verse. That's right, it's the final verse for you. Terrible Blade.
This is going to leave a mark. I will not hold back.
Swing! The Gauntlet's offending. Welcome to Anamnesis. Oh, 12. Oh, offend, man. Can you just stop that?
All that I have and more.
I bring to bear! Suboptimal, but slightly suboptimal. Harpoon. Loot crate, loot crate, loot crate. Come unto flesh, show forgotten form. Panopt Uzi. Oh no. Fankred, you're up. Hey. He has to hide. He is supposed. His tank stance is up. You shouldn't. No. Lie beneath the silt. One, two. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. There's another treasure coffer. How much materia? Yes. Come unto flesh, O forgotten form! Thanks for giving me enough people to fight. Here we go. No, you are gonna die today. Let's see. If one such as they cannot even see what's ahead of them.
I will not hold back.
I won't hold back either.
I will not hold back.
I shall protect thee.
Look, if any damage done.
Keep your guard up.
Aha. Okay, good to know. The moment we see puddles arise, I see splooshes arise from the water.
shall protect thee.
Violent.
This is going to leave a mark.
I can actually see the damage being dealt. Dokumori!
This is going to leave a mark.
Ruxstein. Wait. Yay!
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
This might be useful. Oh, a terminal just activated. Oh. Hey, a recording display. A recording. Holograms. Thank you all for joining us at the Anteater in this most perilous of times. By the summoning of Zodiac have we been granted a reprieve. Yet immutable as the laws he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Nay, should we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. I said as much at the convocation, of course, but those stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I had hoped the defector at least would side with us, but I regret to report our overtures have gone unanswered. Twitter, tend to your thoughts, Venet. Where you lead, we will follow. I shall not speak ill of the convocation. They too seek only to secure the future of our star. Yet it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, even should it mean suffering the eternal condemnation of our brethren? If so, I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the lights that shall ever after keep the darkness in check. It's the summoning of Hydaelyn.
So it was
They who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emmet Selk never uttered the name, speak though he did, of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image? The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
Starting playback. File. Venar, please. Why must it be you? If I speak plainly, I would sooner it were another. Any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. You know as well as I that few support our cause. That but few support our cause. Far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiark. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance for opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. Then I will press you no more. Only know this. You will be sorely missed. I wonder, is this how the convocation felt about Elidibus? Oh! Oh!
What?
What?
Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that
Elidibus
Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
Yes, as Venart became
Seven
Hydaelyn's.
hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Safe to assume we are fighting Zodiark himself in that case. I made the wrong time to grab another carrot. Now, this facility shared intimate ties with the academia, and neither may readily be discerned from the common element in their names. Based on mine observations, 'tis like that the forms housed here were conveyed unto the academia only when required, and thence returned for safekeeping. Yet, such procedural minutiae are of largely academic interest, I concede. 'Tis unto the parties which did frequent these institutions that our thoughts should rightly turn. Specifically, the followers of Venat and the Convocation of 14. To say naught of the matter of Elidibus. I'd always assumed Elidibus to be of the same ilk as La Habrea and Emmett Selk. But if the real Elidibus sacrificed himself before the Sundering, it makes no sense. And here I was thinking immortal was bad. Would someone explain to me how we are meant to kill a being who doesn't technically exist? Do you think we might be able to achieve this activate? Do you think we might be able to activate this device again? I should like to hear how these discussions ended. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike the Aetherites. Beyond that, I can say little for certain. Safe that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it holds. And again, no response. Confound it. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it's lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus. Yet if the Shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the Sundering came to pass. This calleth to mind a truth that Emmett Selk did once reveal in passing. That the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Ascians at birth. Rather, they are titles of office, afforded to individuals of merit such as at such time as the role becometh vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiac's heart and the emissary with whom we are acquainted be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It's possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feel it. In matters of aetherology, I know none as capable as thee. If there existed a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. While thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. Uh-oh. I have a feeling. You may now enter Anamnesis and Eater with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. What is true, our findings have raised more questions than they have answered. It's not impossible that Y'shtola will gain access to additional records. And if nothing else, will have spared Yulmul from invasion. Answers never did come to us tied neatly with a bow. We'll get to the bottom of things eventually. Hopefully this will make the Bentos think twice before raiding the stores of their fellow Ondo again. Does she really not mind working alone? Echoes of a fallen star. Rianje presumably has some ideas as to what you might usefully do while Y'shtola pursues her investigations in Anamnesis and Edith. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola needs to be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To which extent that such things are within our control, yes? Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. And it's a fade out, so it's a teleport. Yes. Yes, it is. Spoken? This feels like spoken. Seven hells.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness!
Hey there, Vonard. And Taylor!
You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
Well, yes.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
Believe me, it's a burden you don't want to bear.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they
They're
are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But No more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
What's happening to the sky?
Oh god. A star shower. Hey! We're currently in the middle of a cutscene.
Oh no!
We're currently
I've
watching
12.
12. 7 housemen.
A star shower.
I believe that we are. What?
I hear a voice.
It's her!
You and all. Then why does it feel like it's inside my head?
I believe I can explain that.
Hear, feel, think.
Think.
I hear
Call
it.
the crystal. The crystal's call.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light.
In case you're wondering, yes, it's going well.
You're back.
But, it's feeling a... Yeah, I'm gonna focus on the cutscene for the time being. For a moment. And why are you not locked in? Clever little trick there, Elidibus.
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold.
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen.
A few years back already.
Can it be?
I recognize that script.
Me, a hero.
Wait.
A word.
The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
Obviously, to disrupt the balance, Alphino.
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls.
I have just moved the microphone.
That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it.
I would imagine mine is about half.
But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo has ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Throwing off.
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad news. I need to check on with the... Wait, where are the people? Alize. And there he goes again. No, I don't suppose he would have stayed if... would have given us an honest answer about his history had he stayed. Though I like not what it portendeth, having been treated to so unambiguous a demonstration. I cannot well conclude aught but that star showers are indeed instrumental to awakening the Echo. Yet we need not attribute such credence to all that Elidibus hath claimed. That he too seeketh this star's salvation for one. Unsettling though this is, I'm certain our friends in the guard will use the Echo well. Or with good intentions at least. Did remind me of it. Amarot, I mean. All the fear and the sadness. Where's Y'shtola? Yes, the more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. Exarch. He is gone, then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure. But as many are deaf to my entreaties. King Taylor and Vonard among them, I'm sorry to say. They have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after they've been blessed by the echo. It's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree. Though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Warriors of light, Ardbert, yourself most of all. So I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seedseer took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago. This line changes depending on where you start. I think that comparison rather flatters Fedor and Von Art. But the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged by the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. I'll put on my Sunday best. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did inspired anamnesis to us. Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'shtola is still in the Tempest. Let me just put on my best uniform to see them off. And an ad break is coming in as well. So I'll run that before we actually continue. We are in the middle of ad break, so I just have a moment while waiting. There we go. That looks good. And we're back from the ads. Let's talk to Von Art. Where in Amoray? I mean, you know, around. You again? It's you, sir! Sorry, it's been a funny old day. What did the Echo tell you? You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. Still can't believe it. You've come all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps people, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. Don't get yourselves killed. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. The path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. Well, that's the end of patch 5.2, which means we are halfway through Shadowbringers. Vieira. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. I have business with the Exarch, yes. Optional dialogue time. Backlog. I was so deeply immersed in my research that I entirely failed to notice the star shower. Bugger. Thou art returned, and at a most opportune time. We have but this moment concluded our account of all that came to pass in the deep. Honestly, don't listen to all this prattle about life-changing importance of your words to impressionable young heroes. You could nod mutely in their general direction and they'd still be inspired. That's the classic joke. That's the joke with the wall. Stoic nodder. You caused quite a stir when you set forth as the Elder Seedseer's newly appointed envoy, you know. Minfilia was delighted. The world is ever in need of heroes, she said. I take it they were suitably inspired. This land is our home, and it is we who must protect it. Even if he didn't believe a word he was saying, it's all part of some terrible scheme, it's hard not to take his message to heart. It's not his home. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We've yet to discuss how to proceed, however. Cutscene? While your findings and anamnesis in Nieder do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design. Nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, you must needs trust Y'shtola's ingenuity, and wait for her efforts to revive the ancient device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt. And I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? The Eden raids. Alright. Then I look forward to your return. And it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exog, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course, we are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference, and I believe nearing the requisite level of understanding. Dishearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with this vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. There's still many promising possibilities we've yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we're well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. And perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arises to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your... That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants. Which marks that we have a case. A pleasure as always, Master Ayaches. I'm relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion. Though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. So, do we get cutscenes? Yep, I get to see myself going for it. I get to see my boy. I should have switched into into the closest equivalent to a pajama glam I have for him. Oh, hi. I have this feeling this is gonna be a voiced part. Oh no, wait! He walks over to the book. Oh no, wait, he's just grabbing himself a drink. Which I understand, he's been through a lot. Down the hatch. Muscle IHS? It's Glenard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. What is it? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Lurik. Good to see you again, my friend. What charming accommodations! If you want a drink, unfortunately I only have water. I had come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. And the sky caught fire, and well... You must know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend? And so I caught him up on what had transpired just now, to the very last detail. That is alarming, to say the least. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy, so... Yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Recongnity and put an end to his shenanigans. It's not that simple, and there goes your apple. Eager as ever, I see. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You've no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. You're the better hunter, and a better person besides. A reminder of Renda Ray. Though that's hardly a surprise, isn't it? For her sake, for all of this, show this pretender what it truly means to be a hero. Same animation set, by the way. And Fina, stand by me. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus. No lifts.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Oh my. Wait a moment. Xenos! What is Xenos doing in the final days? Did he manage to cross over into... Oh, it's just a dream. Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
The dream again.
Ah, it's all just a dream. Meanwhile, in the source. There's...
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Oh.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale.
Oh, no, you...
The
Oh.
tale of the world's end.
Here we are. We're setting up for the next expansion. Plus, those pearly whites. I know who that is. Way more heroes. Oh, I love it when it happens. The manager of suites. The manager of suites is looking a little anxious. Ah, Mas Leaches. Will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Ah, Knazy, how very opportune! Morin, greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? I forgot what I did for Morin. Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. What a great hero he is in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. the time, I was not certain what to make of it all. But I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky, and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen. I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Knazy, for giving voice to the truth, and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you, perhaps, wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Something stuck in my throat. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Very well. Tell me what the situation is like in the city. The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakenings as warriors of light? Well, questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbut's return. History tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand the text requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a broader Frantic context. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp of that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. The Cabinet of Curiosity. Straight across town. On the complete other end of town. Morin? Ah, Knazy. Excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only on upon the details that seem most relevant. And there are the twins! Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. Oh, whoops, skipped the dialogue. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alfino volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand. I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Well, Morin, looks like you have a class to teach. Looks like you have a class to teach. Of course. The more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. were one to pore over the annals of Rantic history, one would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as warriors of light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before him. To name but a few, there was Totterwell, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodford and Sollard, the fabled Drawn and Gulgen duo of Verbet. And no list of Rantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older text, she too was called a warrior of light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations with the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title not used to exalt. Used not to exalt, but to revile. I tripped over my words again. A far cry from its beginnings. Hey! This, my friend, is Norvrad's oldest epic. The original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness. Oh, I skipped the dialogue again. A prophesized hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light. The hero styled himself its foot soldier. And thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source, though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied. Wait, it's actual artwork from the first game? Wow! That's actually quite cool that they just reused that. Heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so does he style himself. A warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero. And conversely, there have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title of Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Guys? Heidelin did call me a Warrior of Light. She did? I've never heard her voice myself. I can feel her presence, perhaps from Infilia. At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Asians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Hydaelyn, with good must have added insult to injury. Guys, I don't think Morin gets the entire thing we're talking about. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Wait a moment. Ricketeel, you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Akil. Well, we're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you? The Warrior of Darkness. My name's Ricketeel, and I want to help everyone. Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero. Be a Warrior of Light. Oh, so goddamn cute. So cute, I am. So cute, I am just gonna. She's so. I want to be a Warrior of Light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people. An apothecary. So I'm going to help, and I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Northrend. When I told Arkil and Erebor this, they said the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, we don't have the things anywhere to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Ricketeel to Spagirix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we're finished here, so we'll come with you. Last one to Spagirix is a rotten egg. I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. I guess it's a race. Joke's on you, I'm just gonna cheat. Damn it! Right, I'm here. What do I do? What do I do? See how her eyes shine, my friend. We have made her day. Yeah, an Asian machination or no, it would do to dash the dreams of one so young. The Exarch would feel the same, I believe. A warrior who fights with potions. It's certainly innovative. I prefer a blade myself, but to each her own. Chesimil's medicines work really well. I just wish they didn't taste so bad. After you finish helping Riki, can you help us become warriors of light too? Reen? It appears there aren't so many patients at the moment. I only pray that such peaceful days continue. Miss Chesimil. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Little Ricky Tio wants to learn how to proportion. Wants to learn about medicine. It's the way of it, sweetie. Do you wish to learn about medicine? That's right, I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Wow, that's a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few of our adventurers at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. And the younglings like you, who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them. You see? And so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. And does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our chirurgeons may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. Look, the young model of a Mikoto, in this case Misto, as both the fangs as well. Saves on resources technically to have just a single model for the younglings, because they aren't supposed to be playable. Not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever, just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, may I entrust you with a task? Yeah. I've placed an order at Sweet Sieve for a potion ingredient, and would like you to go and collect it. Hi. Good afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock here. Oh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss. Such an abundance of energy. Though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. My apologies. Would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet Sieve, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you. As the one who suggested this course to Rikitio, I would assist in her first steps. And what about the two? And what of you two? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riki. Well, so we'll wait for you here, warrior of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. I will... Look. Okay, Sweet Sieve, that is... Far side, that's a Rogadin. Yep. There's, look, there's Ricatillo and... are these small enough? Ah, there you are. As it turns out, the ingredient still wants for harvesting, so we are going about that now. Also, is that Squape? Is that Squape I see? Yes, I do believe it to be the Squape. Whoops. Stand back a little. G pose. Close that out. Now to talk to Gracine. Yes, 4 apples, 7 lemons. How many times must you count them? What? If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness himself? May I assume you are with Master Alfino? Right, lest you wonder, Chesimil's orders for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alfino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Scrapes, 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 scrapes! Scrapes, 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 scrapes. Oh. Scrapes. Oh, you're here too. We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Here, have your scrapes. And eat them too. You've picked this many already? Amazing! I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesimil? Can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Why? Well, a while ago I fell sick, really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak that I couldn't even get out of bed. And a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. Oh, she was so brave, the apothecary. I mean, she went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people, just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends. But I didn't really know what I was doing or if there was anything else I could do. And not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling around the world, helping people. I thought that's the same as what I want to do. Oh, bless her soul. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Taylor? Haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Taylor, weren't the gods awakened by the star shower? Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rickettio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope our good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I'd convinced myself it was Elidibus who'd sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of people. But it seems now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. If the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. And yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience. Not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Norvrand has become as a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spagirix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. I wonder if the twinning is going to be a required duty. He is still standing here. Emifia. Let's check the dialogue. Rickettio. Thanks for helping with the grapes, Warrior of Darkness. In return, I promise to brew you a potion one day. Rickettio has delivered her grapes, as have I. After chatting with Arkel and Airwell here, we came to an agreement, but I'll let them explain their request themselves. Ricky didn't make you drink one of our grass potions, did she? Huzzah, you're back! We're ready to start learning. Rickettio was beaming with pride when she returned. May only have been a simple task, but she won't soon forget this achievement. I can already, in my mind's eye, I can picture it. Why, thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it is unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of our studies, I may just have to give Rickettio a little taste. Oh, that's... Airwell? Heroic dreams. Airwell regards you expectantly. Warrior of Darkness. Now that you've finished helping Ricky, why don't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. I already have some enemies you can deal with. Vampire bats. The gods say they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But I shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. Children told us as much when you were away. And in preparation, Chesterfield kindly furnished us some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any spores, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That is to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone, follow me. Alice, wait just a... Come on then, children. Reen? It should be safe enough for the children here. We've heard tales, but at last we can see you fight with our own eyes. We've been waiting for you, Warrior of Darkness. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood. And originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesimil's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you are likely to attract more if you place lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes! Well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Gnazy. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too, and we'll keep you safe. Without further ado, let the contest begin. No, that wouldn't be the right option. Here. Come on. There we go. Let's see how many we gathered. 6 of them. That was amazing. The bats didn't stand a chance. I thought, Casey, the children were hanging on to your every move. As was I, to be honest. Now I know the tally. May I see your fangs for good measure? 6 of them. Apologies for the wait. My fangs, not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. Seven fangs from Alice, eh? I picked the wrong spot for the first one. Don't get on your high horse there, Alice. A goddamn life, you didn't even try, did you? I picked a bad spot for my first one. So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before I knew it. Our guards are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like him. Good, if you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Knazy, and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were listening with everyone when Oddbit appeared, but I wanted to be strong before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see, and I promised I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Oddbit said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkell? Me? To be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, see the world together. What a wonderful goal. What a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. And there they go. I understand how Arkell feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelind's voice. But that vision of the final days, of Amarod burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made. It felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind. But when I tried to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. Who knows? If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. You okay, Alize? It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. Fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. As you ponder Alize's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. Oh, I need to go. I guess Artbird's soul wants to have a word. But it'll have to wait until after the ads. Those kick off in 15 seconds. Obviously, I'm gonna have to try and... Yes! Second attempt! Temenos Rookery. Managed also almost exclusively by the Zune. This rookery echoes with the sounds of creatures great and small. From the clucks of chickens to the quails of chocobos. Said to describe a sacred enclosure, the name is a reference to the legendary roosts of the Amaro. And indeed, many an Amaro is raised from egg to adult within the rookery's well-tended grounds. Surprise, knives. It's a shame the helmet actually blocks his ears. And now we wait. Too solid. Wanted to have a little look out.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
Perhaps body and soul. Oh, there's the echo. On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us. At times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import.
Yeah, it was your oath of office, that's all.
But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine.
Alright, come. Let's have a look.
Such is the burden of hope.
Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait.
I'm just sorry for who you truly are, Elidibus.
Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you.
If so, please.
As if he mistook you for another.
Hyphlodeus called me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude.
Ah, how kind of you to join us,
But if you
Exarch.
seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Wait a moment. Exarch, your arm.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Exarch, is everything alright?
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed.
Seem to be.
This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions.
Did you not get
It is the tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor.
You're on borrowed time.
One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism, so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope, or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's-forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith. Such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
Rain.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Oh, God. Makes sense. Elidib also just attacked the Exarch. The fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment. But come, let us have the details from Reen. Fraying threads. Reen's face is a picture of worry. It happened after Alize and I saw the children back to Spagirix. We chanced to meet Thancred there returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The chirurgeons are looking after him now, and Alfredo is standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. But since I couldn't do anything to help, it would be best to find you, as the guard of the XIV told me where to look. I see. It cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Spagirix. It appears our friend is already awakened. For that at least we can be thankful. I fear this bodes ill, and not just for Thancred. Reen found you then. We had to send the children off earlier than planned. But I understood. Thancred, shouldn't you be resting? What's wrong, Thancred? They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's ether, however, did show signs of instability. I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all this happened without warning. Not exactly. You doubtless recall the time when Rianje nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest. Which, in retrospect, may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since. But there was no actual fainting until now. In my professional opinion, I think things are going south. As often observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age. Which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Canadian, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much. That in each of the places he has visited, there have been certain suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops. You know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus' call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further. Though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while. Rianje too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He's already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Beklug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, you may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care at all for Reen's feelings, you stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will find a Rianje. Shocked. All being well, we'll have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Knazy. Closest Aphrodite from the Crystarium is... yeah, Revenant's Toll. $150 gil. Speak with Tataru and the Rising Stones. Look at you, sheepy, just sitting there. Tataru! I have... Wait. Instance free. Makes you want to... I mean, awful timing. Wait. Oh, Rising Stone's number 3. See our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Crowd's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. Yeah, we can tell from over there. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. But listen to me. I call myself a receptionist and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You better talk to Kryl. She'll be with the others in Dawn's respite. Go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? There we go. Now I finally have access to this room. Which I consider to be basically a good place to take a nap at the end of a session. Miss Baldessian.
Excuse us.
It's dark. Too dark. Unnaturally so, in fact.
This way.
Alize. Uriand, Yoshtola. Fankred. Kryl?
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary.
Angry with yourself?
I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all.
The link is very thin right now.
And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
It's best we say it in here. don't worry. I'll get you home. What news from the first? Basically, we have Elizabeth to deal with. I see. If we seek to draw upon Alagon wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. Wait, was that an Alagon silver? Yes. It's not a Nightworld silver anymore this time around. Food for the soul. Judging by her sheepish expression, Tataru has a favor to ask. Gnazy, can you spare a moment? While Krau goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first. See, and since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. I swear. Well, I'd better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Chef Tataru is at... There you are, Knazy. I'm sure you guessed this is a gift. The gift's a bit of home cooking. Unlike Crow, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing our best for the order, taking on this job and that to keep... our coffers full. Even helped out with the Guardian Restoration. And in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven even as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. Sounds like bread. Baked to perfection, if I do say so myself. It's bread. Oh God, please don't tell me it's Archon loaf. Bread. Oh no! Oh no! Not just any old bread. That there's old world bread. Archon loaf! To be precise. What they eat over in Charlian. Oh no! Oh no! I have heard tell. That shit does taste like dirt, but it's nutritious. A simple fare, I admit, but I thought it might remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Crow tells me it's a good source of ether. So it should lend them a bit of strength, at least. There's truly nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. And Crow, isn't Rambros too? I trust you require no introductions either, Knazy. Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. Confess, I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain Alagon technologies. I've been keeping Rambro surprised at the events in the first. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it is him and his fellow sons. I'm loath am I to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement. Memory transference was the sole province of Allegan royalty. Its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am. The answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remained behind have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope, in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back? It's for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Well, there you have it, Knazy. If you would be so good as to see Rambrus's message and Sataru's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Kryl, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try? Just to make sure everything's as it should be? Of course. Always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambrus, as a fellow Charlian, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rolandberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. I see. Oh no, is it that bad? Indeed it is indeed, Tataru, dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be. Just so, the very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world, but our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charlian, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment, save those few who actually research the culinary arts. We pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born. Creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. Oh! I've been away from home so long, that would make... I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it's all too familiar. Ah, how it takes me back. If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. There's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Oh, they are... Oh... Behold, the affront to the culinary art that is the Archon loaf. Teleport to the Crystarium. Crystal Exarch, I've returned and I've come bearing an affront to the culinary arts. Here, have an Archon loaf. By the 12. Archon loaf. However did you come by this? I swear it comes straight from Sharlayan. Tataru made it, actually. Ambrose said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread. I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition, and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask you to have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it's been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation. Things are not going well.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their course.
Not knowing Elidibus set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
It's... well enough, though time is not on our side.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
Oh, perfect timing then. Wait a moment. Red crystal.
The red stones.
And this stuff mean?
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain.
Explains his arm.
As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind, and so we looked to the Allegans' mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its
own
own
complications,
complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects notably do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
Hence your arm.
You're doing this for our sakes, so far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works. We
Correct.
shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
Does
And
break.
you'd be willing to take that risk?
I mean, when we are safe.
I would.
Of course.
I see.
You have permission to punch. Do I need to hand out the Archon loaf? I, for one, support the Exarch's choice. To be alive is to be alive is to be driven by a purpose. And Fiora is driven as him. It's stupid, but I've never really stopped to think about what happened once the vessels were complete, and now... No, there's no point. I hope the test is a success, truly. I'm sorry. I know it was childish to storm off like that. I probably to feel the way I do as well. Pull yourself together, Alize! When my grandfather first decided to journey to Eorzea, Alize did not take kindly to my silence on the subject. Do not pretend to understand things you don't, she said. Or rather shouted. Having always been the subject of her scorn, I am predisposed to sympathize with the Exarch, but I do understand how she feels. Better now than ever I did, certainly. Hast thou a moment, Kinesi? I would speak to thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties, yet if Beglug has half the right of it, it is possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. I, for one, the Exarch have been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition, as thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Artbert. However, there existeth an affinity betwixt these souls, and doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. This is a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century our friend have striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. Well, how do I look? Good enough, I would say. Now, I do believe it is time to wrap, because Formula 1 is on in under an hour, and I do not intend to miss that. So, YouTube, I wish you all good